Good. First and foremost, as you know, Bayern Munich has quite ambitious goals, what we want to achieve. We won the Champions League last year. We won the German Championship now 9 times in a row. And therefore, we need the best players. And you just mentioned Leroy Sané or Lucas Hernandez, 2 excellent players. And of course, excellent players cost some money. And the same is true to Kimmich or Goretzka, which you just mentioned. They're excellent players. And of course, they want to earn decent money. And we are in quite, I would say, quite good and constructive discussions with them. And we are absolutely sure that we will have a team for next season and the seasons going forward, which will have the highest ambition and definitely can achieve their goals, which means on the one hand winning the 10 times in a row the German Championship and obviously being quite contested in the Champions League. No, they all have been at the European Championship, as you know. Then they were in holiday after the European Championship. Now they are back since yesterday in the training sessions, and now we have time to talk to them, and hopefully within the next weeks we will finalize it. I mean, first and foremost, in my opinion, Robert Lewandowski is the best striker in the world, and we are so happy that we have him on our team. He has still 2 more years contract, and this is definitely where he will play with Bayern Munich. And I said it already a few weeks ago. I could imagine to have him even longer here in the club, that we prolong his contract, but he will definitely play the next 2 seasons here in Bayern Munich. No, because as I said, Robert will definitely play the next 2 seasons here in Bayern Munich, and then we will look for a successor. You know that we have opened an office in Shanghai several years ago to get in closer contact with the Chinese fans, to get in closer contact with the Chinese football clubs, with Chinese football schools, and to see whether there are young talents in China which we once can bring over to Munich. We did the same in America a few years ago when we started, and we have already several players like Chris Richards as an example, whom we brought over as a young player from America, from FC Dallas, and he is now a Bundesliga player. So the same we want to do with China, because we do believe that there is a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of motivation for young kids and girls in China to play football. And this is why we also do this summer tour, the digital one, that we can stay in contact with our fans around the world, and especially with our Chinese fans. So first and foremost, I do believe that Robert Lewandowski is the best striker in the world. And he had not only a great season the last season, although the year before, when he was named FIFA Best Player of the World, he was just announced last week as German Footballer of the Year. He was European Footballer of the Year. He broke Gerd Müller's record in scoring more than 40 goals in one season. And therefore, I definitely do believe that Robert Lewandowski is one of the top favorites for the Ballon d'Or. First and foremost, I am absolutely excited about Julian Nagelsmann, because he is one of the most talented coaches in Europe. He is on the one hand very young, but on the other hand he has already a lot of experience with Hoffenheim, with Leipzig, and he has shown how he can develop teams. I have had several meetings with him already in the last few weeks, and he is really refreshing. He's an absolute professional. He is a tactic freak and has a lot of different systems which he can play. He brings a lot of enthusiasm to our court here and to the whole ground of FC Bayern Munich. So you see a lot of people laughing and have a lot of fun when they go to the training session. And I do believe that we will have a lot of success with Julian, and this is the reason, or one of the reasons, why we gave him a 5-year contract, which is a relatively long contract for a coach. But we want to develop with him a connection between our youth camp and the professional team, so that we bring more and more players from our youth camp into the first team, which on the one hand helps us to, I would say, to have a cost frame for our professional players, which allows us that we have also financial stability, and on the other hand to get a return of the investment which we have paid into our youth camp, where we put a lot of money in to develop young players, and obviously we want to have a return of that. So therefore I'm quite excited and quite hopeful with Julian Nagelsmann that we have the perfect coach for us.